My name is Jessica. I am 34 years old. Last Tuesday, I found a box under my husband's desk. Inside that box, I found 15 years of lies. Everything I believed about my life was fake. My marriage was fake. My happiness was fake. Even my name was not completely real. Hello, everyone. I'm Sophia, and wow, welcome back. If you're new here, let me tell you what we do. I share real and emotional stories sent by listeners from all around the world. And these aren't just any stories, they're about love, loss, difficult choices, and everything in between. The best part. These stories can help you learn English and reflect on life at the same time. So you're not just improving your English, you're also connecting with real human experiences. And honestly, that's what makes this so special. Oh, and if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to like the video. It really helps. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we share new stories every week. And I'd love to hear from you, so share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with the choices people make? Would you do things differently? Let me know. All right, now let's begin today's story. I met David when I was 19 years old. I was a university student, studying art. He was 25, confident and successful. He worked in finance. He had money, a nice car, and big dreams. When he looked at me, I felt special. I felt seen. We got married 2 years later. My parents said it was too fast, but I did not listen. I was in love. David gave me everything. A beautiful house, expensive clothes, trips to Paris, London, Rome. I stopped working because he said I did not need to. He said he wanted to take care of me. For 13 years, I lived like a princess. I had everything a woman could want. A handsome husband, a big house, financial security. My friends were jealous. My family thought I was lucky. I thought I was lucky too, but sometimes, lach night, I felt something strange, a small voice inside me asking questions. Why did David never want children? Why did he always check my phone? Why did he get angry when I wanted to visit my parents alone? I pushed those questions away. I told myself I was being paranoid. I told myself I should be grateful. Last Tuesday started like any normal day. David left for work at 7 in the morning. He kissed my forehead and said he would be home late. He had an important meeting. Nothing unusual. I decided to clean his home office. He never let me go in there. But he was not home. So I thought it would be okay. I wanted to surprise him. I dusted the shelves, organized his papers, and vacuumed the floor. Then I saw it. A small wooden box under his desk, hidden behind some old books. It looked old and important. My hands were shaken when I picked it up. Something inside me knew. I knew I should not open it. But I did. Inside the box, there were documents. Lots of documents. Marriage certificates, not ours. His previous marriage certificates. 3 of them. 3 other women before me. Their names were Sarah, Michelle, and Laura. All married to my husband. All divorced after 10 to 15 years. But that was not the worst part. There were files on me too. A file with my name on it. Inside, there were photos of me from before we met. Photos I never knew existed. Reports about my family, my friends, my habits. Everything was planned. He chose me. He researched me. He hunted me like I was a project. I sat on the floor of his office for 2 hours, reading everything. My hands would not stop shaking. My heart was beating so fast I thought I would die. David was not who he said he was. His real name was not even David. It was Michael Thompson. He had been married 4 times before me. 4 times. Each marriage lasted between 10 and 15 years. Each wife was young when they met him. Each wife stopped working. Each wife became completely dependent on him, and then he left them just like that when they got older, when they were no longer young and beautiful. He divorced them and gave them almost nothing. No money, no house, nothing. Because everything was in his name. The houses, the cars, the bank accounts, everything. I found letters from his previous wives, letters begging him for help. Sarah wrote that she was living in a small apartment, working 2 jobs to survive. Michelle wrote that she had to move back with her parents at 40 years old. Laura wrote that she felt like she wasted 12 years of her life with him. There were more documents too. Plans. He was already planning his next move. There were photos of younger women in their early 20s. He was already looking for wife number 5. For his next victim, I realized something terrible. I was not special. I was not lucky. I was just next in line. I was part of a pattern. A sick, calculated pattern. David came home at 9 p.m. He was smiling. He asked what was for dinner. He acted like everything was normal, like he was a normal husband coming home to his normal wife. I was sitting in the living room with the box next to me. All the documents spread on the coffee table. When he saw them, his face changed. The smile disappeared. His eyes became cold. For the first time in 13 years, I saw the real David, the real Michael. He did not apologize. He did not try to explain. He just looked at me and said, "You were not supposed to find that." His voice was calm. Too calm. Like I had found his secret cookie recipe, not his secret life of lies. I asked him why. Why did he do this? Why did he marry me if he never loved me? He laughed. Actually laughed. Then he said something I will never forget. He said, "Jessica, this is just what I do. You gave me 13 good years. But now it is time to move on. You are getting old." I was 34 years old, not 50, not 60, just 34, and to him, that was old. That was disposable. He told me to pack my things and leave. He said the house was his, the car was his, everything was his. I had nothing. No job. No savings. No proof of anything because he made sure of that. I left that night with 2 suitcases and my old laptop. I went to my parents' house. I cried for 3 days straight. I felt humiliated, stupid, broken. How did I not see this? How did I let this happen? But then something changed inside me. I got angry. Really angry. I was not going to be like Sarah, Michelle, and Laura. I was not going to disappear quietly while he moved on to his next victim. I contacted all 3 women. I found them on social media. We met. We talked. We cried together, and then we decided to fight back together. We hired a lawyer. We collected evidence. We reported him to the police for fraud and identity theft. It has been 3 months now. The legal battle is still happening. I do not know if we will win. But I do not care anymore, because I already won something more important. I won myself back. I got a job at an art gallery. It does not pay much, but I love it. I am painting again. Something I stopped doing 13 years ago. I am seeing my friends again. My real friends. The ones I ignored because David said they were not good for me. My life is smaller now. I live in a small apartment. I take the bus to work. I cook simple meals. But for the first time in 13 years, my life is real. It is mine. Nobody is controlling it. Nobody is planning my future without telling me. I am 34 years old. I lost 13 years of my life. But I still have time. Time to rebuild. Time to find out who Jessica really is. Not David's Jessica. Not Michael's victim. Just K. My perfect life was a lie, but my imperfect life is true, and I will take truth over perfection any day. Wow, that was intense, wasn't it? Every time I share one of these stories, I'm reminded of how complex life can be. I truly believe that every story has something to teach us. Sometimes it's about love, sometimes it's about loss, and sometimes it's just about being human and making difficult choices. So, what do you think about today's story? I really want to know your opinion. Do you agree with the choices that were made? Would you do things differently? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and honestly, I love reading your perspectives. Sometimes you guys see things that I completely miss. Oh, and if this story touched your heart, if you felt something while listening, please give it a like. It really helps more people discover these stories. And don't forget to subscribe. We share new emotional stories every week. And trust me, we have some incredible ones coming up. And if you have your own story you'd like to share, something that's been on your mind or weighing on your heart, send it to me. You never know, your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear right now. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. Take care of yourselves, okay? And remember, life is complicated, but we're all doing our best. See you in the next story.